So now let's do something about the gradebook. So if you're moving your assignment over and you want to use the gradebook in D2L, you need to make the decision before you start if you're going to do a point-based system or a percentage-based system. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the point-based grading in D2L. So now that I know that I have homework that's 200 points, exams which are 500, and projects which are 300, I need to go ahead and put these things in D2L so that my students can see them, and it will make my life easier as I keep going. So let's go ahead and do that. So here's my point scheme. I knew that ahead of time. So now I'm going to go to my D2L page. I'm going to go to grades. And right now I don't have anything in my grade book. So I'm going to go down here. Oops. And it's just in my page because I don't have anything up there. Or if you do, go to Setup Wizard. So I'm going to start. So again, I'm going to do a points. So here I am, I'm going to do points. I've got that one. You can do weighted, you can do formula. I'm going to tell you now, formula is the hardest thing to do. I would either do weighted or points. I'm going to do continue. I'm going to do a calculated final grade so that my students are up to date with how they're doing. And I'm going to automatically release the final grade. Hit continue. I'm going to drop the ungraded items. I leave it as this to start with. At the end of the semester, if you haven't put zeros in, you can go back in here and I'll count things as zeros that don't have grades in them. And I'm going to automatically keep the final grade updated, and I'm going to continue. Just going to continue because I'm going to do everything in percentages. I'm going to give it 2 decimal places. I'm going to do points grade, and I'm going to do the symbol, and I can even do the grade scheme color. It shows different colors for students, for me to see the students, and I'm going to display the final grade. Okay, and I'm going to do 15. Say like you have really long names, you can do this to 20 or whatever you need. Okay, hit continue. All right, so then it tells me what I've done, and I'm going to hit finish. So I've set up what the grade wizard should be. So now I'm going to go do categories. That's the easiest thing to me, because what you do is you set up your scheme, or the wizard. You set up the wizard, which makes your grading scheme. Then you make categories, and within each of these categories, you make your assignments. So let's say, remember I said I was going to do homework. Okay. So I'm making this category for homework. What you can do is you can distribute points across each item, or if you don't even have to do that if you don't want to. You can do that, and you say like each homework is worth 10 points. You can do that, and if you want to drop like the lowest one, you can do that here. So it tells me that each thing is worth 10 points, and I can drop one. I don't drop anything. I will do that manually at the end. I'll go in here and I'll hit that, and it'll do it for me, which saves me a lot of time. But I'm not going to do this now. One thing you can do is say your homeworks, maybe one chapter had 5 homeworks in it and another had 7, and there's different numbers and you don't want them to be distributed across the items, then don't check that. All right, so I'm going to do that. And I don't usually display the stuff. That's up to you. So then I'm going to hit save and close. So what has that done for me? It's given me my homework grade in there. Okay. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a category, and say I'm going to do exams. All right. So I've got my exams, and then again, I'm not going to change anything else. And then I'm going to hit save and close. And to me, points is easier because it's just, you don't have to do the percentages. And again, my last category, I think I said it was going to be projects and assignments. Okay. All right. Again, I'm doing that, and I'm just going to save it. Oops. Okay. So now I've got all my stuff. Now I can start putting my stuff in. So say I have a third-party site that I get my homework grades for. So say I'm going to do chapter 1, and it was for 25 points. So I go new, and I go item. I'm going to do numeric, and I'm going to say chapter 1 homework. Okay. I'm going to assign this to the category of homework because it's a homework grade. And you can put here if you want to let the users know, like, hey, this was chapter 1 homework, section 1, 2, 4, or 5, whatever you want to do. You don't have to do that. It could be a note for yourself. Maybe if you did something special, you want to make sure. If you do this, then it shows the students it. If not, you can put some kind of thing. And remember, I said I wanted this for 25 points. Say I give a 10% bonus if you do it ahead of time, you can get it where it can exceed it. If you don't do that and you say I tried to put a score of 28 in here, it is not going to take it. So I'm going to do that because I'm not going to give bonus points for this. If it's a purely bonus grade, I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. And then I hit save and close. So now I've made my first homework grade. Let's do an exam grade just to see how that is. So I'm going to go new item. So let me say I'm going to do numeric. You can do other things. You can do numeric, pass, fail, formula, calculated, text. I just do numeric because it makes it really easy. So I'm going to do, let's say, exam 1. I'm going to put it under exams. And then I'm going to say this was 100 points. Because remember, I had exam grades. And say I have 5 exams. I want each to be 100 points. And then I'm going to hit save and close. So again, now on my managed grades page, I have what I have done. So they're all numeric and all that. So let's go look at entering grades. So from here, what I can do is I can go up here and do view spreadsheet view. And the reason I like that is because I can enter the grades here. I can do 20, I could do 95, whatever their grades are in, I can put them in, and then I'm going to save it and hit OK. And look what it does for me. For this student, the nice thing is it shows me their grades and their percentages. And it shows me a calculated grade. So if I go here and do enter grades, it shows me all their grades and what I did. And again, remember, this is not a real live grade book. It shows me how they're doing. And I can see what they're doing. Okay. All right, so that's my grade book. So let's go back to manage grades. All right, so say you have a bonus or you do something for extra credit, go to new item. And let's say I did test corrections. I'm going to do exam 1 test corrections. And I go here, I'm going to put it under exams. And then I'm going to say it was just bonus. It was all bonus. It was 10 points or 5. Let's do 5 points bonus if they got to do test corrections. So then I put save and close. On my grade book, look, that yellow star means it's a bonus and it will show as a bonus. So as I keep working through the semester, I can just keep adding grades to this. Again, all I do is go to item, put numeric, give it a name, put what category I want it to go to, give it the point value, and then save it. And then in the grade book, I can go enter grades. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. So let me show you another thing that you can do. So say you have everybody's exam 1 grades and you're ready to put them in and you don't want to do it from the spreadsheet view. Go to enter grades. And here I have every student and that's where I can enter their grades. And when I'm done, I just hit save and close. And it'll take me back to the main grade book. Okay. So that is how you do point-based grading. Hope this helps.